Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Sunday, and we are here to invite you guys out to hang out with us on Tuesday at right here on Facebook Live at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we got a really good show coming up on this week. We have a book author, Miss Karen Abbott Trimmel will be on the air with us on this Tuesday, and I'm really excited about it. Um, I've heard some really good, positive feedback about her book, and I'm looking forward to talking about it on Tuesday. So don't mess around and miss a bit of this show because you will miss out on a great show. So, as always, when I do a broadcast, I like to celebrate many of our heroes in the community. One being the healthcare heroes. The healthcare heroes are the ones that have been taking care of our loved ones and have been healing them and bringing them back to us in the state of being alive. Okay, because so many folks are dying from this pandemic. The numbers have gone down as far as people getting sick and being hospitalized, but we still have over 700,000 people that have died from this disease. So I like to celebrate and shout out all of our healthcare heroes every time I go live because I appreciate them so much that I want them to know that somebody is praying for them, somebody is thinking about them, and I am so glad that they are on the front line doing the job that they do. Also, like to give a shout out to all of the spiritual leaders that are on the front line, our pastors, all of the ones that have been keeping our families encouraged, keeping us encouraged, because, this is a hard time and we really don't know what's going on unless you got someone that can go to God on your behalf and tell you, look, this is what's up. Don't go left, go right, and keep you out of harm's way. So I always like to shout out our spiritual leaders on today, and a special shout out to my spiritual leader and mentor, Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt. Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt has been with me for over 30 years. We have been with each other for over 30 years. And I tell you, it is a blessing to have someone like him on your side. I tell you, he is a definitely a man of God who seeks the face of God often. And I count on him keeping me informed. So I always like to shout him out every chance I get. I want to encourage you to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. Please support all of our advertisers and vendors. They make it possible for us to do what we do here on the Ask Dr. Ron live. So please support them. If you click on any one of the banners or the flyers that are on the page, it'll take you directly to their website and you'll be able to get all the information about our vendors, support them. On Sundays, we started back in January doing a Black History moment. So I'm going to continue that tradition because I think we need to celebrate ourselves every chance we get. So on Sunday, right here, I like to always pull up a moment in time that you may or may not know about. Today's moment in time, we're going to be talking about a Chicago legend, Herb Rogers Kent. I'm going to read his bio for you in case of those that are not from the Chicago area can be more familiar with him. Herb Kent, affectionately, as we call him, born on October the 5th, 1928, was raised on Chicago's South Side where he received early musical inspiration from the rhythm and blues clubs that dotted his neighborhood often. He stood outside the windows of those clubs listening to the tunes being played inside. As a young teen, he became involved with drama, workshops, and studied classical music at Hyde Park High School. At age 16, Kent had already given an on air performance on Chicago's prestigious WBEZ radio station with the workshop with his workshop. The year was 1944, and Kent's passion for radio was solidified. During the remainder of the decade, he continued to participate in workshops, particularly with the Skyloft Players, a local theater company. He built scenery and performed in the ensemble along with the other players for several years. The theater was a perfect testing ground for the improvisational skill required to host a radio program. And in this environment, Kent excelled. Finally, in 1952, he was given a salaried position as personality with WGES Radio, where he hosted a 1 hour country and western show. He developed a distinctive on air style and with it, a substantial fan base. After 3 years with the station, he moved on to the head announcer position at WBEE Radio. Throughout the following 2 decades, Kent hosted radio shows on several stations in Chicago. Through each station had a platform and a format of its own. Kent's style of humor, critique, and banter was immediately recognizable to his loyal listeners. No matter what station broadcast his show, one of the most iconic stints was with WVON Radio between 1962 and 1970. Many members of the broadcasting community have stated that Kent greatly helped to launch the careers of such R&B artists as The Temptations, Minnie Riperton, Curtis Mayfield, and Smokey Robinson because of his enthusiasm on air embraced of their music. During his broadcast on WVON, Kent became widely known as the voice of the people for Chicago's South Side. The spokesperson for local African Americans, he became known widely as Herb Kent, the Cool Gent, and even served as producer for an R&B group named the Cool Gents. During the 1960s, Kent also became known as a prominent civil rights activist because of his outspoken views on the lack of social and economic equality in America. For several years, he broadcasted his WVON show live from a different high school each week so that he could provide community youth with an alternative to the traditional Friday night activities. After his retirement, he continued to work with community leaders to create programs that provided a productive environment for Southside youth. A few of Herb Kent's many awards and recognitions include his 1995 induction into the Museum of Broadcast Communication Radio Hall of Fame. In 1996, Kent witnessed the official deduction dedication of the street of Chicago's South Side in his honor, Herb Kent Drive. He was also recognized by the dedication of the United States postal stamp bearing his image, which was included in the 1998 Golden Days of Radio series. The following year, Herb Kent was named the honorary mayor of Brownsville. by the citizens of the Southside community. At the time of the interview, Kent was a columnist at Indigo Magazine, the Chicago based African American magazine. Kent passed away on October 23rd, 2016. Well, I've had the honor of working with him and meeting him throughout his life, and he was definitely a pleasure to work with. He was a fan of Western wear, and he did many outfits and supported many Western wear stores. And I tell you, when you would go out and see him, he would MC events all through the Chicagoland area. And I tell you, he'd always have a story about a group or a star that he had worked with throughout his career. So today we celebrate him. On this week was his birthday. So today we celebrate Mr. Herb Kent, the cool gent, in our Black History moment on today. So I encourage you all. This is not the show. This is just a promo, an invitation to come out and be with us on Tuesday, right here on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have a great show this week. As always, I know I say that every week, but we're going to have a really good show this week as well. So come on out and hang out with us on Tuesday. So before I go, let me throw this up here for you guys to see where you can make contributions and donations to the show. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. You can make contributions through any one of those outlets. We thank all those that have made contributions up to this point. So please continue to support what we do. We need your help. Also, go over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share. And we look forward to seeing you guys this Tuesday. So you stay safe, and we love you. Peace.